On December 21, 2024, the world was stunned by the news. Ukrainian drones struck the Russian city of Kazan, located 800 kilometers from the front line. These attacks marked the deepest penetration of Ukrainian forces into Russian territory since the conflict began. Residential buildings and an industrial site were damaged, but thankfully, no casualties were reported. One drone was intercepted over a river, preventing further destruction. In response, Moscow launched 113 drones toward Ukraine, 57 of which were shot down, while the rest likely failed due to electronic countermeasures. These events highlight an escalation in the conflict, showing Ukraine's capability to hit targets previously thought unreachable. As the conflict continues, Ukraine faces mounting concerns over manpower shortages on the front lines. The army increasingly relies on older recruits, yet President Zelensky hesitates to lower the draft age below 25. This decision sparks debate amid growing pressure on Ukrainian forces to counter relentless Russian attacks. Meanwhile, Russian troops claimed control of the village of Kostiantynivka in the Donetsk region, continuing their slow advance in eastern Ukraine. These developments underscore the complex situation and the tough decisions required to secure the nation's sovereignty. Against this backdrop, Ukrainian human rights activist and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Oleksandra Matviichuk warns, if Putin triumphs in Ukraine, his aggression could spread to other European nations. She stresses that Russia's ambitions might lead to a direct confrontation with the West, destabilizing global order. Matviichuk calls on Europe to establish real security guarantees to prevent further invasions and criticizes international systems like the UN for failing to protect against such threats. Her words echo the concerns of experts who believe Putin's ambitions may spark a larger conflict involving NATO countries. At the same time, Ukrainian forces continue targeting Russian positions. On December 20, they struck 3 Russian drone control centers, carrying out over 200 attacks on the front line. These operations highlight Ukraine's determination to defend its territory and resist aggression. However, such actions come with risks and may further escalate the conflict. The international community closely monitors the situation, expressing concern over the potential consequences for regional and global security. Amid the ongoing conflict, Ukraine grapples with significant challenges, including the need to bolster its armed forces and ensure the safety of its civilian population. Decisions made by the country's leadership carry far-reaching consequences and demand careful consideration. International support plays a pivotal role in strengthening Ukraine's defense capabilities and deterring further aggression. Yet, as experts note, diplomatic efforts alone may not suffice to achieve lasting peace and stability in the region. In light of recent events, it's becoming evident that the conflict in Ukraine has the potential to escalate into a broader confrontation involving other nations. Experts' warnings about the possible expansion of Russian aggression beyond Ukraine highlight the urgency of enhancing security measures and coordinating actions on an international scale. The region's future depends on the global community's ability to unite against threats and ensure stability. Only through joint efforts can further escalation be prevented and the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity upheld. In these tense times, spreading truthful information about the situation in Ukraine becomes increasingly vital. Both international and local media play a crucial role in shaping public opinion and rallying support for affected regions. However, the information war accompanying the armed conflict complicates the task of obtaining objective insights. It's critically important to verify sources and rely on credible data when evaluating the situation. Despite immense challenges, the Ukrainian people continue to demonstrate extraordinary resilience and unity in their fight for freedom and independence. Stories of bravery and self-sacrifice from ordinary citizens inspire and prove that the nation's spirit remains unbroken. International solidarity and support bolster their determination, reminding the world that the fight for Ukraine is also a fight for universal values of democracy and justice. This 8-part text captures the emotional, strategic, and global aspects of the conflict while spotlighting the courage and determination of Ukraine. It's designed to engage and inform audiences, compelling them to watch and reflect on the pressing realities of the war.